All family members fell ill and were treated by a medical team at the resort. But 14-year-old Miller died in his sleep Friday morning. Authorities initially believed he may have died from asphyxiation, but they're now ruling it out, instead looking into the possibility the teen may have been allergic to the medicine he was given. Officials now awaiting an autopsy.
During the autopsy, often toxicology reports as well as other studies are done to help get to the bottom and clarify exactly what was the cause.
But Costa Rican police say the autopsy could take months to complete, citing a backlog from the country's high number of homicides. The family was staying at the Arenas del Mar beachfront and rainforest resort. The hotel says they are fully cooperating with the investigation, telling ABC News the hotel staff dispatched a medical team immediately, including a licensed doctor, which arrived to handle the emergency situation.
Whit, Costa Rican police say this is a cause of death investigation, and they did note at this time they do not believe this death is suspicious. Whit.
All right, Trevor Ault, thank you. Tonight, dramatic new images emerging of the deadly mass shooting at a crowded park in New Mexico. 3 people were killed, more than a dozen wounded in the raging gun battle. A warning, the video is disturbing. Here's ABC's chief national correspondent, Matt Gutman.
Oh my God, I just witnessed a murder.
New video tonight showing the full scope of the chaos in Las Cruces, New Mexico, when police say multiple gunmen opened fire at an unsanctioned car meet, killing 3 and wounding over a dozen. That barrage of bullets rattling the night last Friday after an argument between 2 groups of people escalated into a gun battle. Police body camera video rolling as officers treat multiple victims, including a woman who was shot in the neck.
Stand up. You're going to be okay. I need you to calm down, okay? Okay, breathe.
A flurry of chilling 911 calls pouring in.
There's multiple gunshots. There's a car meet. People got shot.
Hello? He's not Hello? Breathing. This is 911. We're administering CPR.
Police recovering 59 shell casings from multiple weapons, some of them stolen. Highlighting scenes like this where men use the lights on AR-style rifles for the visual effects. 20-year-old Tomas Rivas and 3 minors charged with murder, one of them just 15 years old.
And New Mexico's governor said she would call back the state legislature for a special session to address the soaring crime rate in the state. And just in Las Cruces alone, violent crime has spiked 46% since last year.
Alarming numbers. Matt Gutman, thank you. Another story we're following tonight, that gunman who killed 23 people during a racist attack at a Walmart in El Paso, Texas, has been offered a plea deal to avoid the death penalty. Patrick Cruces, already serving 90 consecutive life sentences after pleading guilty to federal hate crimes. After meeting with the victim, state prosecutors are now offering to take the death penalty off the table to avoid a long, drawn-out process and close the case. Now to an urgent warning for millions of Americans after the genetic testing company 23andMe filed for bankruptcy. New York's Attorney General is raising concerns about security, urging everyone with an account to delete their data. Here's ABC's Aaron Katursky.
Tonight, New York Attorney General Letitia James is joining a chorus of voices warning millions of users to delete their data and destroy DNA samples held by 23andMe. It comes after 23andMe declared bankruptcy, raising concerns over whether the genetic testing company can protect its customers.
This bankruptcy announcement is certainly a privacy nightmare for consumers. DNA data is some of the most sensitive data that any of us ever create about ourselves.
What does DNA even stand for anyway?
For nearly 20 years, people trying to trace their ancestry and susceptibility to hereditary diseases have been sending 23andMe DNA samples. People like Janie Deck.
I want answers, and I think it would only be equitable and fair that they tell us exactly what's happening with their information.
23andMe says there are no changes to how we store, manage, or protect customer data.
With 23andMe, account holders can log in, delete their data, and request destruction of their DNA. Any problems? Call your state attorney general's office. Whit?
Aaron Katursky, thanks so much. News tonight about the American economy. Consumer confidence slipping for the 4th month in a row amid concerns about inflation and President Trump's tariffs policy. The Consumer Confidence Index dropping more than 7 points to 92.9. That's the lowest it's been since January 2021. When we come back, the doctor in Hawaii accused of trying to kill his wife while they were both on a hike. A quick-thinking trooper in Kansas saves a 6-year-old from an alleged kidnapper. And 2 men are charged in a brazen smash-and-grab robbery caught on camera. Thieves using sledgehammers to steal nearly $2 million worth of merchandise from a jewelry store. Next tonight, federal prosecutors charging 2 men in a brazen smash-and-grab robbery outside New York City. The alleged thieves using sledgehammers to gain access to a store, grabbing jewelry, diamonds, and watches worth nearly $2 million back in December. The suspects were later arrested in New Jersey. Prosecutors say they took photos of themselves holding large bags of cash, the men in court today. A doctor from Maui is now under arrest, accused of trying to kill his wife on a hiking trail on Oahu. Police say Gerhard Koenig attempted to push his wife off the trail and struck her in the head with a rock. She was hospitalized in critical condition. Police say charges against Koenig are pending. When we come back, a pitch for the record books, a strike that made it from the mound to the plate faster than any throw ever before. To the index now, a massive sinkhole opening up suddenly in the middle of a busy road in South Korea. The sinkhole first swallowing a car, a man on a motorcycle unable to avoid the giant hole, the man and his bike falling in, concrete and dirt continuing to fall. The body of the motorcyclist was recovered 17 hours later. The person in the car survived and was rushed to the hospital. A Kansas state trooper is being hailed a hero for rescuing a 6-year-old girl. Officials say that during a traffic stop, the trooper arrested a man who had an outstanding warrant for allegedly kidnapping the child. The trooper was then able to calm the girl and get her to tell him her real name. Authorities say the girl had been with the man for over a month while he was on the run. Tonight, a pitch for the record books. The University of Tennessee's softball standout, Carlin Pickens, firing a strike in Monday's game, clocking in at 78.2 miles per hour. That's a new NCAA record. A previous record of 77 miles per hour stood for nearly 13 years. Pickens said later she had no idea when she threw the pitch that she had made history. Good for her. When we come back, the amazing rescue on the ice and the community that came together to find a missing plane before it was too late.
ABC World News Tonight with David Muir, sponsored by Librela, a new era in treatment.
Finally tonight, America Strong and Miracle on Ice, how a family survived a plane crash into an icy lake with the help of first responders and volunteers.
Tonight, the incredible rescue about 50 miles away from Anchorage. On this remote frozen lake, you see it. That is a small plane that had gone missing the night before in frigid temperatures. A father and his 2 children on board. With no signal coming from the emergency transmitter, the National Guard, Alaska State Troopers, the Coast Guard, and Good Samaritans all urgently searching. And then, late this morning, one of those Good Samaritans, a pilot, spotting the plane.
Saw the wing up there, it broke my heart because I know what happens when airplanes break through the ice.
The ice soft. You can see the plane sinking, and those 3 dots are the man and his 2 children huddled together, stranded on that wing for 12 hours. Pilot Dale Eicher took the photos.
The fact that the community pulled together, it was incredible to be a part of it and to find him.
They'd learned the family had made a crash landing. They were eventually safely rescued and taken to a local hospital. And tonight, grateful for those who saved them.
I could see the ice over the lake that's up there at the moraine at the toe of the glacier. And I could see kind of a dark spot, and I could see that there's 3 people on top of the wing. It was really good to see.
Wow, the community coming together. What a moment. Thanks so much for watching tonight. I'm Wade Johnson in New York. I'll see you on GMA in the morning. Have a great night.
Thank you for making World News Tonight with David Muir, America's most watched newscast.